Welcome back, everybody. We are headed out here to do some more trash picking on a Thursday morning, doing Wednesday morning's route because of Memorial Day this past Monday. So hopefully we can find a whole bunch of good stuff and make it worth it. I am a little under the weather if I sound a little bit different, but I'm hoping to feel better and hoping to get some stuff out here trash picking. All right, I'm hopping out on my first pile and it looks like a huge one. So let's check out what we can see here. The main thing that caught my eye was this little credenza, maybe. It probably originally went on top of a china cabinet, but they painted it up and used it as just a shelf, because I'm not seeing the bottom part of the china cabinet. But I think this probably would sell in the condition that it's in. So we'll be taking that along with us. Sorry, I don't think I really got a good view of that. My apologies, but let's see what else. I think this is the same house that a couple weeks ago had some decent furniture, and I think I got some Legos out here as well. These bins could be pretty nice. I'm not sure why they're connected like that. They're like connected together. Looks pretty nice. Let's see what's in this box. Housewares and stuff like that. I'm having a garage sale for a couple weeks, and one of my commenters told me to get some more small stuff. So they're probably right. I tend not to take the small stuff. It's harder to sell, small stuff every day on Facebook compared to other bigger furniture items. So this box smells really nice because these candles are expensive. I might take these candles just for myself. But yeah, look at this. Cinnamon buns. Ashland. I mean, these aren't expensive candles. These are from like Walmart or something. But still have some use here. Sorry, my camera's being all wonky there. There we go. Still getting used to this new. I was hoping that there was two of these lanterns, but there's only one, but we'll still take it. Still getting used to this camera. I sometimes feel like I don't set it up right for the first clip or so. So sorry if it's not looking the best. Let's see these knives. It's kind of crazy that they just left these knives out. Some kid could have came around and grabbed it. I don't think these are anything special, chef made. I'll look it up. The block might be worth something, if not all of the knives. Let's see. Like a voodoo doll made out of a plastic bottle. It's kind of cool. There's any value there. I mean, we got a few things so far. Like a perusing. Like somebody had fun drawing on their mattress there. This is kind of cool. This ship wheel. It's missing quite a few of the pegs though, so I think that's going to be a no-go. So overall, I'm going to look up those knives. I'll probably take those bins because I think those are probably decent. I'll just disconnect them. I'll take this, and I'll take those candles and this candle holder. So pretty decent first stop, if I do say so myself. All right, this is gonna be the second time that I've seen one of these, and I don't think this is gonna be in a good enough condition. I'm hoping that obviously this one right here is ruined with this duct tape, but I was kind of hoping that maybe the other one wouldn't be. But by the way of the table here, I think it's probably too far gone as well, which it definitely is. So we're leaving these, but it is kind of interesting. It's the second time I found one of these. The last time I didn't record it because it was up in Highland Park on like their main stretch of busy road. But what I'm trying to say is, it's funny how you don't see these for years, and now all of a sudden you're starting to see them because this probably came out maybe 2018. You never had them back when I first started garbage picking, and then they were brand new for the past few years, so people weren't throwing them out. But now you see more and more of them, just like there's stuff that I used to get back in 2018, 2019, 2020 that I don't see anymore because it's mostly all already thrown out. It's just kind of funny to think about, you know, the cycles, if you will, of stuff that we have in our houses and how much they are the same, even though they're in different houses. But these people got a new 6-piece dining set with umbrella. Looks pretty nice. Maybe they'll throw it out in a few years. I think I'm not too positive these piles are gonna really have anything, so we'll just kind of check them out from the van here. You can kind of tell sometimes when you're out doing this, like the quality of items just by looking at, you know, the mattress there and the paint on the stool for the vanity. It's just none of that stuff. The stuff coming out of that house is not anything that anybody's gonna want to buy, nor do I want to try to peddle around. So we're gonna pass on all that stuff without even getting out. I kind of have a feeling, but thought I saw something up here, but I think that I think it's just their mailbox. Sometimes mailboxes can be tricky and make you think there's something there, but it's actually just their mailbox. So we'll continue on. A couple things to check out at this pair of houses. Stack of chairs. This is definitely going to be a pass for me, way too dirty. We do have a tree, and it kind of looks like maybe a tropical tree, and tropical trees normally sell a little bit better than the regular artificial tree. I think it's a very ugly color, but I would call it tropical. Let's see if we can get it to stand up against this trash can so we can check it out here. I think that's a pretty cool tree. What do you think? I think it's probably $10, $12 piece. It's been flattened because it's probably laid down for a while, but I should be able to spruce that up a little bit and be able to get a little bit of money out of that. This house here is always throwing out unique and cool items. The main thing that's catching my eye here is this stained glass flower hanging. The chain is off. I think it probably would just go right back on. So I don't think that's an issue there. I don't see any issues with the actual stained glass. So that's definitely come along with us. Always do really well with stained glass. It's definitely something that's sought after, even if it's just, you know, potentially homemade or, you know, craft fare. It's kind of cool. This is another thing. I thought that this connected to this piece right here, but I think it doesn't. It is broken. She's got a broken leg, so we're gonna have to leave her. But it is a cool piece. And then this regular Wonder Woman. This rock right here might be kind of nice. We'll take the rock. I'll get that water out. And then this lamp. I'm not so sure. Could be a fairly decent, expensive lamp. I don't think it's anything crazy because of this sticker that's there. I think it's, you know, if it looks expensive, I think it's probably not. It also doesn't appear to have a cord, so we're gonna pass on that. I don't think they might have been using it for yard art or something, but we'll definitely take the rock and that stained glass piece right there. Got a cozy coupe, but unfortunately I think that one's a little bit too far gone. And then that bear in the garbage, but that's a no-go for me as well. On top of this cabinet, which I suppose we could check out the cabinet too, but the cabinet looks like it's been heavily water damaged, so that's gonna be a no-go. We do have this cool statue of this bird. I think that's a pretty cool piece. It's not in the best shape, but it's in decent enough shape to throw in your yard. I think that's cool. It's a really big bird. These birds that are chirping all around are thinking, wow, don't mess with that guy. Nothing there. So we'll take the bird and move along. I wanted to check this out, make sure. Yeah, it's just a regular kid's Huffy bike. I thought maybe that it could be a decent bike. Excuse me. Thought maybe it could be a decent bike by the way it was laying there. but it's just a regular kid's Huffy bike, and it's not even put all together at that, so we'll be leaving that. I can't tell if these are side tables or what's going on here. We do have a plastic shelf that we'll take right there for sure. That's decent, but like these are like side tables almost, but they're like leather wrapped almost. I keep saying almost for some reason, but let's check these out. Yeah, I mean, they're not in the best shape, but I think they're cool enough pieces to grab. I don't see what would be stopping somebody from wanting these. The pleather probably is peeling on that one more so than this one, but check that out. It's a really cool and unique piece. And this is gonna be our last stop of the day, right on the edge of this subdivision, and I was hoping that this cube shelf would be pretty decent, but got some writing on it and the water damage on it is very noticeable. So that's gonna do it for me here. Once again, trash picking, but I wanted to kind of touch on a personal subject, if you'll indulge me for a couple minutes here. This particular route on this particular morning, it's my normal Thursday morning route, but today is Friday because of Memorial Day. And it will always feel different because a year ago today, I woke up and got out, did this route, thinking it was just a normal day like any other. But the only thing different about it was that I was doing the wrong day route, if I'm making sense there. And I went about my day, and it was honestly a great day. It was one of my first viral YouTube shorts. Got like 10,000 views. It was a very exciting day. I remember it just like it's yesterday. The weather was pretty much exactly the same. The birds were chirping just the same. And I went to work that night and went to bed like everything was the same. But about 10:30, I was woken by a phone call from my mother-in-law. And unfortunately, my brother-in-law was killed in a motorcycle accident that evening. We had heard about that motorcycle accident, and we heard about that motorcycle accident and on Facebook, and we didn't think anything of it. We didn't think it would be any. You never do. You never think it's somebody you know, even though we knew he had a motorcycle. So I just wanted to take the time out. I have a sticker on the back of my van, Riley Smith. He was 21 years old. And I'll never be able to, do this route again on this particular day without thinking about that. So just wanted to take the time out and mention him out of tribute. And so I appreciate you watching all the way to the end of the video. If you could leave me a like, subscribe, all that stuff. So you guys have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.